Well guys, I'm a terrible welder, but the thing holds up. I don't know where all that pop or that pepper was coming from. It was happening every time I stuck the, I dipped the tongues or dipped the stick in, but I cleaned the stick like multiple times, so I don't know why I was getting so much pepper in there. Anyway, this is not a test of my welding skills. I haven't welded in like a couple months, and I have to shake the gremlins out of my system every time I do it. So not sure why that happened, but guess what? The TIG torch didn't melt. I wasn't able to just like pump it full of heat, but I was able to essentially melt this into a glob, and my torch stayed pretty cold. So even though the flow rate on that aquarium pump, which was literally an aquarium pump from China that I pulled out of a laser cutter that I bought that I never could get working, and eventually just kind of ripped some of the parts out and put them on other stuff. I have the fan on another thing in my shop. Definitely not worth the $400 I spent on them, but yeah, it worked, and for cheap. And I really needed, well, I thought I needed be able to go to the full amperage of my machine in order to build an Iron Man suit that I'm building. True story, you should subscribe to the channel if you're new. I thought I needed it. I'm working on this tiny piece and how fast it heated up. I realized I might have been able to get away with my old torch, but whatever, I got a new torch now. It's water cooled. You know, the main thing with this working is that water can handle a huge amount of heat because it's just got such a huge thermal mass. Even though it's not really doing much to dissipate the heat, you'd probably have to weld for hours in order to get that thing to raise even a few degrees. So you don't really need a radiator. Obviously having something with a radiator like an actual TIG cooler, and then those also have flow rate meters to keep you from burning out your torch if you lose power or something like that. So it's got safety features, but who needs those? No one needs those. Yeah, I would say it works. God, that's a terrible weld. It's so gross. I don't know why it occurred. Sometimes that just happens, and I just gotta weld a bunch in order to get it to stop happening. Bunny!
Do the bunny. Oh, he's scared.
Anyway, yeah, hope you guys like that. If you are finding me because you're new to my channel and you just found someone else building the fabrication series TIG torch cooler, you should subscribe to my channel, because I'm literally gonna build an Iron Man suit. I'm gonna use that TIG torch cooler, that TIG torch, that TIG welder, and the machines you hear running in the back are CNC machines. I'm doing some client work right now, and in like 4 or 5 days, I'm starting on actually building the suit. Cut it out on the machine and then weld it together with the thing. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be awesome. And it will fly. True story. On rockets!
To the bottom, and then it helix up like this in order to make a thread. There you can see that right there is the top of the thread.